I like that picture too.
What picture? Oh, the sunset?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. That was a gift from a dear friend. Hi, everybody. We made it. We're a couple minutes late because tech savvy Lori always has a little bit of a snafu.
We got it.
Oh, we got it. Right. And Johnie from Thoreau's Apprentice is here with me. Gracious enough to be here with me, be my guest. And for possibly one or two of you that might not know who he is, he has his own channel and he does readings almost every day, right?
Yeah, well, I do them all at the same time. I just stagger them throughout the month.
Okay. All right. All right, I can see it. We've got some good questions. Some people left some questions on the community page. All right. There's a lot of people here.
Yeah, I see it now.
I know. And I know Larry Girl said she was going to help out. She said she was going to try to make it. So that's good. All right. So I guess I should shuffle. So since you are my guest, I think this is the third video we've done together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because our other ones were always Skype readings when we were like recorded and stuff.
Yeah. And yeah, you were the first person that I reached out to do a video with.
Mm-hmm. I remember those.
That was fun. There she is. Larry Girl to the rescue.
Then I told you back then, like, because you say you were nervous, like, they already know you. You don't have to be nervous.
Yeah. That's
now you're doing your own lives.
I know that was, boy, you know, just to even start the channel, you had to, hey, Jen Lynn's here.
Hi, Jen.
We were just talking about you. Were your ears burning? We're talking about there's a storm coming in because I want to go live. And Johnie was saying you got in that, I don't know, what do they call it? A despacho or something. Or Doratio or something. Thank you, Carrie. She's laughing already at me. Okay. So if you see flashes of light, the lightning just started. That was the first flash that I actually saw come into the living room. And would you like to ask the first? Oh, what did you have pop out there?
The sun, actually. As we talk about the storm.
As we talk about the sun. All right.
That's funny.
Doratio, there you go, Prairie.
So I will try to. The first one, let's do this one. Here in Florida, Marion County, he is the sheriff. Sheriffs are elected officials, serve 4 years here in Florida. So if you are in Marion County, please vote him out. But his name is Billy Woods.
Billy Woods. It already sounds Florida.
Billy.
Sheriff Billy.
Billy.
It's called Billy. Sheriff Billy.
Sheriff Bill says that he is banning his officers from wearing masks. He is banning anyone visiting him from wearing a mask too. Like when you go into his office, you cannot be wearing a mask. He said, this is that mentality that makes me want to squeeze my own head till it just pops off, is there are a lot of people who tell you the reasons for wearing a mask, and then there are the same amount of people who tell you reasons for not wearing it. That is his whole logic. That's where he got that from. Like, there's people who say wear it, and then there's people who say don't. So don't.
Okay. All right. So are we going to look to see, what do we look? Where is Marion County? Is that up by Tallahassee? No.
It's probably in the armpit of Florida.
That's right. Okay. All right. So I'm not far in the armpit. Hey, Billy Bob Joe, Jen.
I just want to know, you like your sheriff, or you okay? I don't like your sheriff. So is he going to get him another term? Is he going to be reelected after his mask ban here in the middle of a pandemic?
Is he up for election?
I know. I just want to know going forward.
Okay. Billy Bob. Is Sheriff Bill. Mr. Bill. Is he going to get reelected in Marion County? Jay, how can you like him if he's doing a mask ban?
Maybe everything else.
Maybe everything else is good. Okay.
But I don't get it.
Me either. What have you got?
Well, it ends in the sun, so that's a yes. But I do get Queen of Cups and the Ten of Swords. This does hurt a little bit, but not a lot of it. Because here you have rushing, and then like some people are trying to use this against him here in the future with the bringing up the past type of thing. The problem is, and this is the problem with a lot of local elections, is turnout is not all that great. You will have very sparse turnout when it comes to trying to judges and sheriffs and things of that nature do not really draw like senators and president elections. So I do get that he is still secure.
Okay. I also get that he is secure. Same thing. All right.
I can't.
You can't what?
I can't with these people.
I can't.
Just wear the darn mask. Like, take one for the team. If you don't want to, okay, fine. But still, anyway, moving on. So in Georgia, there is a lady by the name of Marjorie Taylor Greene. She is a QAnon person. I guess this is a party now, kind of like the Tea Party and the Freedom Caucus, which is now, used to be the Tea Party. So a party within a party. So I guess the QAnon people are having their own little group thing. So she has won her primary for the 14th congressional district.
She did?
In Georgia. She has won her primary. Will she be elected? And a follow-up to that is, will we have more QAnon people in government now?
And her name is Marjorie.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Johnie, if that happens, I'm leaving. And I'm going to steal my granddaughter and take her.
Canada, here you come.
Canada, here I come. Okay. Marjorie in Georgia. She going to win. Oh, the bond says there's 24 QAnon people running for office.
Lord. That's worse than Tea Party people.
I think Georgia's getting worse than, I think it's going to be Georgia duh instead of Florida anyway.
Yes. Oh, Lord.
Her base isn't very strong. What have you got?
It doesn't look good.
It looks rocky, and then someone's trying to help her.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I get the tower at the base.
Okay.
Some sort of plan of action breaks down. I think she may be equivocated to Donald Trump, which is not going to be a good word. And so I think because she pushes the conspiracy theories from QAnon. That's why she is labeled QAnon. And like her progress, like it's a snafu.
Wow.
It ends in the Four of Pentacles, so it's kind of like she has to just take her ball and go home. Okay. I hope this is right, but
I do have the Fool and the 2, so it's tough. Someone's trying to help her, but what's on the bottom? Oh boy, they're trying. Boy, they're really pushing that stuff, huh? Becca's in the house. Becca and Jen Lynn are both in the house.
I told them, I said, Lori's going to have to host us one day on her channel. So all four of us will have to be over.
Oh, that would be fun. I almost did it completely right today.
We got it.
I've got it now.
Just take some practice.
My sweet Becca.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Larry Girl and T-Barb in the house. Everybody's here. All right. Okay, so Lena did a reading, and I watched it this morning, and she believes that Boris Yeltsin is going to resign. So I would like to see if Boris Yeltsin is going to keep his seat or if he's going to resign. Boris Yeltsin. It's not Boris Yeltsin, it's Boris Johnson. Where'd I get Yeltsin? That was an old leader. Oh my God, I can't believe you didn't correct me. Boris Johnson.
What you were talking about? I would say I would just do the reading anyway.
Okay.
You're gonna answer me.
Oh my God. All right.
As many names as I call Donald Trump, Spirit knows who you're talking about.
Boris. Oh my God. Nobody else corrected me in the chat either. But yeah.
Boris Yeltsin might be a person.
It is. It's an old leader. I'm just,
Okay.
Okay. All right, Boris Johnson. It's Johnson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is he going to stay? What have you got?
I get surprise ending.
Oh.
But yeah. There's a change to the balance here with the Justice card and the Death. And then I get a surprise ending with the Page of Cups. So something in the end doesn't go well, but it's still a little confusion around it. So it kind of feels like this was unexpected. Like you could see that something was bad happening, but you didn't think he was going to.
What card have you got?
7 of Cups.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm coming out with the Fool.
Mm.
And he's got to make a really big decision. I don't think he wants it. Could he actually want to be free? He wanted it so bad before.
Yeah.
I wonder if he gets any residual problems from the. No, he doesn't. I don't think he wants it. 4 of Cups. And you got the 7. That's like, let me pick something else. This thing is so hot. Let me pick something up. But they're having really bad financial problems, right?
Yes.
Worse than us? Yeah.
They kind of mirror us. Their leader just has, a little more brain cells than ours, but they are mirroring us.
Yeah. Like 10. Maybe 10 here. All right. Okay, so you got another really good question.
Did I? What was it? Russia's vaccine. Is it real?
Russia's vaccine. Okay. Jen Lynn said Boris Yeltsin's long time gone. He got tickets to the park. All right. So did Russia does Vlad have the goods? And Brazil wants to join him. Do they have the actual vaccine that works? Success or no? Oh, there's still decisions. What have you got?
No idea. Oh, Lord. It starts in the tower, so let's see. No, but They are, well, of course they are. They are working on something. But it starts in the tower and the world. They have a lot of plans that have failed. This is not if they have something now, it is not a vaccine. It is not a cure. It could be, I'll just call it an injection. That's, who knows what it is. I mean, it could be creek water for all we know. But there is a little bit of a breakthrough here with the Sun and the Four of Pentacles. They have taken and hold it on to. English is good. They have held on to some sort of information that they got from elsewhere. Here with the Chariot and the Justice, something binding from elsewhere. But it ends in the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. So he will eventually get something, but they do not have the technology or the know-how to create a vaccine right now, which is why they're trying to pull it from other people. But no, I'm going to say no, that their vaccine is not real.
Okay. Thank you, T-Barb. And I'm with you. Something's not, it ain't mixed, right?
Yeah.
We got the Temperance and the two. It ain't mixed, right? Can I say it ain't mixed, right? It ain't. Something ain't right. And why would you, the Lovers is on its side, Temperance and the two, which means it's not. Oh, and the Justice card is at the top, which means it's not.
There's no balance.
No. So there isn't any longevity or the right combination. So, and if they say his daughter took it, thanks, Dad.
Sure.
Some dad.
If his daughter took it, is this not a vaccine? It's more of a like being inoculated to it, like a flu shot, so you don't get it.
Like the antibodies?
Because who heard that his daughter had corona?
No. Oh, they just said she took it for a vaccine for preventative measures.
Preventative.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help anybody
Vaccine.
pass it. It still ain't real.
And I think Becca got a no on that too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
After her public service announcement. Okay. All right. Okay. Shall we look into Biden?
Yes. You want to start with the health?
Sure. The only reason I'm asking this, you guys, I know these are going to be some pretty big questions. We're going to tackle some big heartfelt items and questions today. Last time for Biden, I got the Three of Swords, and I thought, wow, he should be sailing through. Why is there separation from the outcome, or what could possibly separate him from the outcome? So let's take a look at his health first. How is Joe Biden's health? What you getting?
I have to look at all of them. I don't have a traditional way to do my health readings. All the cards have their symbols here. But the first thing that I get is an immune problem.
Okay.
And it's a special need immune problem where he's probably on some sort of prescription for, and it may have something to do with the filtering organ, like a kidney or liver or something of that nature, or that in particular medication he takes could possibly do damage over time to that. You know how every medication has a side effect, so it could have something to do with the filtering organ. Also, there is something treatable in the head area. So he may have maybe a blood flow issue, something that goes to the head and around in the body. Because this is my like treatable conditions card.
Okay.
And so
are you using Lenormand?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just using the tarot, but I have symbols for each one of them that I have to keep track of because there's a bunch of cards.
Ona's in the house.
And then there is he could suffer a slight infection. This might be something like I keep getting the eyeball, so something like a pink eye or something of that nature. But that's the only reason that's bothersome is because his immune system is lower.
Okay.
And trying to campaign even virtually and trying to do what he's going to have to do for the next few months, he does not need a lowered immune system. He needs whatever he needs to boost his immune system. But that's what I get without looking at too much other stuff.
Okay. So I'm just gonna add to this that the very beginning is the 6 of Pentacles for me, and this means that the body is not getting enough of something and needs balance. And his Magician is on its side, so that's there will be this lag in energy, or he won't. So that's not the greatest. It's not horrible. Neither one of us got all kinds of bad swords or anything like that. So that's a plus, right? Okay. So then let's go ahead and ask the big question is he going to win the election?
Let's see.
Go big or go home, right? If we're going to do it.
Yes.
Woo. Okay. Will he become president? Will Joe Biden become president on this election?
Jen, I should make a shirt. I'm a nasty woman too. No, I'm a Donald Trump nasty woman.
Joe Biden.
Will you be president?
I'm scared to look. I'm afeared. Ooh. Oh, shit. I just swore.
Okay. Lord Jesus.
What? I don't like that. You're good.
I'm going to still say yes.
Okay.
But the Queen of Swords is in the position of strength. Queen of Swords for me, the air sign woman, the Libra that I got way a long time
That's
ago.
going to be Kamala, right?
Kamala Harris. And he doesn't pop up in this reading at all. Donald Trump does, but he gets the 5 of Pentacles. So somebody pushes him out in the cold where his stinking behind should be. But I don't get, Joe didn't come up. I asked who was going to be president instead of, is he going to be president? And the end card is the High Priestess, but I mean,
well, they're supposed to let us know, not to keep us guessing.
Yeah, it could be a that's well, it might be one of them things where he's the figurehead and then somebody else is running it because he's not capable type of thing. But I'm gonna still say yes.
Thank you, Astrid. Good to see you here. Well, you know, when I first laid it out, this is what I got at the very beginning. The 10 of Swords is still getting this 3. So it's like something doesn't go right at first. Now, I'm not getting terrible outcome cards. I've got the Six of Cups and the Page of Wands with an announcement. But at the bottom in the root, I'm getting the Hermit. And we're going to hear of this is Billy Barr's card.
Well, let's ask. What is it, or why is it you getting this Ten of Swords, Three of Swords? Like, what doesn't go right?
Okay.
Gotta be something.
It has to be.
The card wouldn't tell you multiple times, like, hey, fine, but look at this first.
Why am I getting that? Why am I getting the Three of Swords with Biden? 10 of Swords and 3 of Swords with Biden. Raise your hand if you're a nasty voting woman.
Oh, boy.
Why isn't Biden getting that? I mean, why is Biden having a problem with the Three of Swords and the 10 of Swords? Thank you, Catherine. Why is Biden having, what's going wrong? Oh. The Eight of Wands popped out, so it's like we're going to know about this pretty fast.
It's the nasty woman parade.
It's a nasty woman parade. Oh my God.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, now I can see on the rest of the lives we'll all be posting. I'm a nasty woman. Here's my nasty woman vote.
Oh, mercy.
Y'all have started something now.
Mm-hmm.
They've started something with no turning back. Wow. Okay, so what you got? Why is he having a problem?
It's a mental thing.
Really?
I think so. I get Seven of Cups as my first card. So there is some confusion. Now, I would just say, anyway.
That's what you got with his health.
Yes.
Okay. So
if I was trying to be, if I was going to skew it to try to make it sound positive, we can just say, because there's still a lot of choices and things are still up in the air. But I get the Five of Cups crossing that, which means there's a bit of sorrow. I won't say sadness attached to this Seven of Cups. Like there's something that is there that is possibly cognitive that is just, because I get also the Six of Swords, which would be his not transition from life to death or nothing, but like moving forward. Mm-hmm. And then the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is near completion. It's not completion. It's like for whatever reason, it's just anyway, but new action and new people and then burden around it. So there is something there's a hurdle he can't get past. And then my last card is the Page of Swords.
Okay.
So there is some delayed news or some bad news.
Okay, get delay too with the 7.
Unfortunate news or whatever.
Yeah, and some secret, stupid stuff. And look, I'm still getting this for him.
Lord.
So he's either, because he can't go out and campaign, or he can't go out and do his, the DNC. And then I've got, Kamala right here at the bottom. So
that's where she was on my last reading.
Yeah, there's an issue. Thank you, Laura. So yeah, we have a running theme now. There's definitely some sort of snafu in here.
Mm.
Would you like to ask? Oh, you already asked who was going to be president, and it came up Kamala?
No, I'm going to continue to say Joe.
Well, you can't do that. Yes, you can. You can do anything you want.
It's when I just got who was going to be.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't get her in the outcome. I got the High Priestess in the outcome. So something is still Visually, it's probably going one way, but behind the scenes, it could be another, as in The Secret. But I got the Queen of Swords and Strength, so she has the position of strength for whatever reason. I don't know if she does most of the work like the VP is not supposed to do, but I don't know.
Okay, well,
People saying I don't know.
Is there anything more you would like to ask on that part?
No, but if we can shift to her.
Okay, shift to Kamala.
And maybe ask, I don't know, maybe like a general look for her next year. Not for like the whole year, because that's a lot of info to try to cover, but to see what kind of position might she be in next year, since her whole life has now changed.
Hey, Red Lentil. we got everybody here. All the cool people, anyway.
This is the cool place to go.
It's a cool place. Because it's a positive change.
That's right.
All right.
I was going to say that, but I thought that was cheesy, so I didn't say it.
It is cheesy. I'll go there.
But I like it, though. That's why I wanted to say it.
All right. So let's see next. How's Kamala going forward?
Let's see.
Now, all the memes are going to be the Janet Jackson song because you're nasty. Nasty girl. Can you just see them?
I can.
Oops, death card popped out.
Okay, let's see.
I can't believe I haven't actually seen a meme with her head on Janet's body or something.
It's coming. Just because you spoke it up, it is coming.
It's coming.
Well,
yes.
As they say, I go to the foot of our stairs. There is a new job or a job of some sort where she has sort of power and advantage, which VP, even though it's still just the person in the wings, is still a very prominent position, especially if you play it like Dick Cheney did. Then there is the Empress that covers it, so it's something new and glorious. And then I get the Two of Wands and the King of Pentacles. There is also some sort of work she does closely with Congress for some reason or another. There is a message, though, coming out about a promotion. So she will be giving a speech of some sort about a promotion. Her word of warning, though, is the Ace of Pentacles. So new opportunities may present itself. Mm-hmm. But you also have to be balanced within these new opportunities, because new opportunities can lead to imbalance, as the Ace of Pentacles is followed by the imbalance card.
Yeah, I got Pentacles. Two of Pentacles there.
But in the end, she gets the Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So she's got some good stuff coming forward next year.
She's got good juju. I get the Empress as the outcome card, so good juju on her.
Right.
I think Becca or Jen Lynn said already on Twitter they've got her Kamala's head on Janet Jackson's now.
Yeah, well, there you go. How did she feel about being VP?
All right, let's look at that.
Is she just going along to get along, or does she actually like it or want it?
And Trump and Ivanka both donated to her campaign when she ran for Attorney General in California.
I'm not surprised. He admitted himself that that's what he does, is buy politicians, on both sides.
Right. Does Kamala like being VP?
Let's see.
Probably figures if she can stick out or hold him up like Bernie, if she can just keep him up, right? Like go for a while, then she can have it after him. 4 years with Bernie. What have you got?
I get yes. She's fine with it. First card is the Emperor. She does have a bit of an ego in the inside, and she does well, I guess, not to let it show. But their Emperor does come with ego, and then the Queen of Wands is a direct person. She's not a Queen of Wands in my deck. She's a Queen of Swords. But in this position, she doesn't mind being in charge. With the Knight of Wands too, she doesn't like spearheading and going forward and doing that. Like, she likes this kind of stuff. This is kind of what you aspire to when you want to be senator and congressman. Like, who doesn't want to climb the ladder to be president one day? And so, yeah, she does like it.
Okay, you said you got 2 cups.
No.
Oh, what'd you get?
I don't remember now. Put it back in here.
Okay. Well, I get that she likes it, but she has a little bit of an issue with ego and being a team player.
Yeah.
So when you start adding 3 or more people in there, she gets a little, maybe she gets a little nasty. All right.
So is she going to hurt him or help him? Because during the debate, she was not the nicest to him. But that kind of goes back to, Joe Biden and Barack Obama. Joe Biden said everything that he could say negative without appearing to be some sort of horrible person. He said, oh, he's not ready, and he's not this, and he's not trained and tested. And next thing you know, he says, hey, do you want to be VP? And then you said, sure. But I thought he wasn't ready.
Right.
Will that come back to bite them when she kind of dogged him out in the debates?
Will Kamala help or hurt Biden? If she shows up at the DNC in black leather, I think it'll be a hit.
Do a little dance move.
She can pull off catwalk.
The Super Bowl, then they'd be fine. Well,
there's a lot of gossip swirling around and all kinds of crap right away, right off the bat. What'd you get? Same thing?
Same thing. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of media attention. There is a need to paint her into something else. But I said this on paper. And I said this on the live stream. On paper, she looks good. Like, she's a Democrat. She's a established Democrat, and like, she's fine. It'll be fine. Like, yes, you're going to use that against her and play that in a loop over and over and over again, but that's not going to hurt.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of judgment hurled at her, but she'll make it through.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There will be quite a bit of motion. A lot of swirling top. Got the fish tank and the eight of wands. So she's going to stand up to. She'll hear the calling. Judgment card. All right. So shall we look at? Do you want to look at something else next? What's your next topic? Or should we go into DJT's health?
Yes, let's go into something else.
Okay. Did you see when the Secret Service came to tell him, was it the day before yesterday, that there had been a shooting out in front of the White House? Did you see him walk away? It was like he had to leave the cameras, like his life was over. And he just went like this.
That's his confusion face.
Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard. Okay. DJT's health. I think he's having mental issues.
He is a mental issue.
I know he passed that he passed the first part of the cognitive test.
So could a blind cat, but that's, out of here.
DJT's health. What's going on with his health? Okay.
Got stomach and intestinal first thing off.
What?
This is my card for like something at the base of you, like your feet, ankles, or something of that nature. And just the bone spurs joke jumped in, so I had to laugh at it. So that's not what that meant, but he's having also a. I'll skip that, but I'm getting intestinal. I got intestinal was the first thing that popped up.
Okay. Well, I get a quick trip. He's going to have to take another quick trip to Walter Reed or something, and he's going to be put on a new medicine.
Yes.
This is a quick trip because something is not right. Now he gets the 3 of Swords.
Oh, I just pulled it.
Okay. Yep. And here's the new pill.
Yes.
So,
he's having a blood flow issue.
Yep, and it'll be a little frenetic visit. Frenzy.
I got that too.
He'll be okay, but we're going to hear about this pretty soon. Okay. Of course, we do not wish anyone ill will.
No, we wish you good health. That way you can stand in court.
And and walk out of the White House on the appropriate day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so anything else about him?
Let's see if I had anything. No.
All right.
No, it's on him. His Ireland golf course is under investigation now, too.
The Ireland one and the Scotland one.
And
right?
the Scottish one. Mm-hmm.
Yep, I think he's in a whole heap of trouble. Let's see.
You know, I do wonder, Kelly Lord said he'll pull a Weinstein. If Donald Trump does go to court, will he appear in court to be a fragile, frail old man, or will he stick to his image and try to walk in strong?
Oh,
Like,
do you think he could actually do that? Walk in with a walker? Would he do? He could.
This is Donald Trump. I want to.
I know. Well, I can't get in his head. I can't.
See.
All right, let's see. Will he come in a frail, decrepit? I don't even think he'll go in there. Will he show in court?
I think he'll go in strong, but he will plead ignorance. Like he has no idea what you're talking about. All of this, he was just doing his job, and he'll plead ignorance. Like this, he'll come in with a amnesia, or not dementia. Well, we don't wish bad, but amnesia. He's all of a sudden he has no idea what you're talking about.
Well, of course, just like he didn't know who Stormy Daniels was.
Yes. But I do get 2 nights, and so yeah, he'll go in strong, I think.
Okay, no walker.
Mm-mm.
Nope. Oh, but he is going to say something's medically wrong with him, so he can't come. He's going to get a doctor's note, Johnie. Yes, he's going to get a doctor's note. He can't handle it emotionally. He can't handle the truth. He can't handle the truth. Right. Yeah, he's going to try to get a health excuse. So he may not even show.
So he'll pull a Weinstein.
Well, yeah, without the walker, he's not coming. Yeah, he'll bone spurs, just like you said.
Okay.
All right, so I've been getting for a long time that Billy Barr, the sword of justice is coming for him. Are we getting any closer? Are they gonna disbar him? Are they gonna bring him up on charges before the election? Billy Bob. There's so many lawyers that just want to sink their teeth right into him. You know, they just like, let me at him. I mean, they've signed enough documents. It's like, what do we have to do to get this guy out of here? What are you getting?
I get that there is an investigation being launched before the election, not necessarily one that will play out in court, but something they're sort of doing independently. Maybe once he's out of power, then they can bring it against him. But I get justice first card, and then the fool crosses it. So whatever he did in this administration and all the little crap that he started with Donald Trump, but there is something behind the back that is going on, secret talks of some sort here with the High Priestess and the 8 of Wands. Then there's the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. So they are trying to figure out how to get him out and how to take him down. I just don't feel as though he'll be prosecuted before the election, but he will be investigated. And okay. I think once they are in a position that they can bring charges, then they will.
Okay. All right. And I'm getting... So whenever I ask about the end of this terrible situation that we're in, I always get the queens. I always get the women that get the goods on him. That somebody. So this is well, that could be Aries, Pelosi. But who would actually file the charges against him? Would that be Pelosi?
I don't know.
It's a female.
Because who has power over him? Because he's the highest law enforcement officer in the world or in the country.
Maybe Sheriff Billy from
Billy Backwoods.
Billy Backwoods.
Okay.
All right. Should we ask if the election? How do we want to ask this? Will we get a clear? Will it malfunction? How do you want to ask? What's the correct way to ask?
Will we get a clear? What is the word? Outcome from the election. It's going to be contested anyway.
A clear and truthful outcome?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Since there is interference. Will the outcome be clear?
Of the presidential election be clear and
accurate.
You go first.
Judgment and Page of Pentacles. So there will be some remnants of the past when it comes to voting. So we will have a election manipulation. There is the Fool and the Magician. So of course he's still going to try his regular old tricks. And then there will be some sort of talks around Joe Biden there. So they will be contested. So no, it will not be clear. There will be something that is muddy in the water, I do believe.
Okay. I don't get that it's awful, but I'm also getting, I think you said you had Judgment and Page of Pentacles, and I have the same cards here. So maybe some recounts in some areas, some little problems, smudges. What's on the bottom here? Yeah, my pooty card's on the bottom.
Yes. My Judgment just fell out again.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to have to repeat 2016. Not the result, but the actions thereof.
Okay. Yeah, Kornacki said, I know you like to watch Kornacki. he said that he thinks there's enough voters. They did like some thing about a lot of people moved from Puerto Rico to Florida after Hurricane Maria. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, because we had Irma, they had Maria. And they said that it's starting to turn blue in the center of the state, where a lot of people have relocated.
I can believe that.
And so they're thinking that it could actually possibly go blue. Can we see if we're gonna go blue? Let's see.
Because I said this too, the cities usually are blue because they're more diverse in population.
Right, like Miami.
Your outskirts is what's red.
So will Florida
Go blue.
will the Democrats successfully take Florida? Be successful in Florida. Democrats be successful. It's already looking terrible. We've got an attorney in the tower. Oh no. Oh, got me, yeah. Nope. What you got?
I got that Donald Trump here, his administration still has a hold.
Okay.
With the King of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. But I do get that there is a breakthrough in the amount of just kind of like his I think his little map was correct with more people being populated. The seated population has now grown here, and it grown very quickly because of the hurricane there with the Knight of Swords. But I do not get that it turns blue. I get that there's pockets of blue. With the Three of Cups, like, yes, there's some, but there's still majority that's not. Because you got the 3 cups here and the 3 cups there. It's like, it's good in one place and not so much in the other. I think Florida is still going to be a red state, as it were. Just pockets of blue within it is what I think.
Yep. There are some that are just never, they're just never gonna, and they're gonna say there's a recount. But at the end, I get the Chariot card. So they're gonna be successful in places where they weren't successful before. Mm-hmm. So I'm right there with you that there'll be some, and that would be a really big blast. That
happened in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that there's going to be. They're going to say no, recount.
If Florida can't do nothing else, they can mess up an election. I tell you that.
They sure can. They can. Their tabs can hang. They can do all kinds of stuff.
Oh gosh.
All right. So, would you like to read on the future of Fox News?
Oh mercy. Let's see. Fox News. Donald Trump's now least favorite cable news program.
I don't know why. They're still trying to help him.
They are. But they do polls from time to time because he's very fragile. That doesn't show him in the greatest of lights. And then when people interview him and then they sit there with the notebook and the legs crossed and he doesn't get all the questions that he likes. And so now all of a sudden Fox News is not nice to him and you should go watch Newsweek or whatever he called it. Newsmax. That's the new Republican place to go talk.
And there's One America too, right? Or One
America News Network.
OAN or something like that. Yeah. All right. So let's look at Fox News.
the future of propaganda TV.
Becca. Oh, did you read Becca's comment? Fox News.
Yes, that's how you spell it.
Faux.
Fox Noise, as Keith Olbermann used to say.
Have your schools started up there?
No, not yet anyway.
Go ahead. I can't wait to see what you got with this one.
There is defending and stress after this administration, I do believe. Once something changes, once a new action is taking place with the Knight of Wands, there is some defending that needs to be done. Some change in perspective of the lineup of people. So we're going to also see some new faces in Fox, possibly even some new people at the top, because Paul Ryan works for Fox News right now.
He does?
Yes. He's like one of the executive something of this and that. So he works there too, but there's going to be some new, there's going to be a lineup change. There's going to be some big wig changes. Like there's going to be a lot of changes that come to them, but they're going to come back strong with the same old garbage, because now if things go right, they have a Democratic administration, which means they have to spend 25 hours a day tearing it down. So they're going to be working some overtime there. But again, there's still going to be some major changes within the company. Your word of warning is this is not something you can escape because of something that has been happening for quite some time. So they're going to be a little off balance come next year, or probably the next 4 years or 3 years with the Three of Wands. But, people, they're still the highest rated everything because people like propaganda. And it is easier to fool a person than to convince a person they're being fooled. So they love Fox News, and it's not going to die, but they're going to have some problems.
They are definitely going to have some problems, and they will have to defend them. Someone's getting sued here. They're going to have a problem. But I think you're right. They're going to change their format. The Fool card. They're ready to start something. They know they can't continue this way.
Mm-mm. That's right, brain poison. That's what that is.
It is, I know. One of my sons actually listens to it in his truck.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me.
It used to be on when I worked at this place. It used to be on in the break room every time I went in there.
Oh, Lord.
Until we complained. It was like, put on Wheel of Fortune or whatever's on at the same time, but you cannot be playing that in here.
Wow.
It's not even news.
There's this sandwich shop that, and the place where I have my office, there are 90 offices there. And a lot of times we order from this sub place. It's a mom and pop place. And I thought, the other day I was running around and I thought, I'll just stop in there. And it would be nice to meet the people that actually, run our subs over to it, or our salads or whatever. And I go in there and it's Fox News everywhere. And I'm like, oh, I'm never eating here ever again. I should never have gone in there. Never. Oh, it wrecked it. It wrecked it.
It's like this restaurant down here with all these people got MAGA hats on. And I'm thinking, why? Make America great again. How has he made America great?
Oh, good Lord. All right, let's see if we're going to have an end to this pandemic. How do we want to ask this? A successful, well,
I want to maybe look and see going into next year, maybe how strong it is. Is it still in large numbers? Because people keep talking about second wave, but we're not done with the first.
No, we're not.
And so I want to know come next year, not necessarily because of administration change, but just next year, is it still heavy? Is it lighter now in places? Or
okay, so
especially with Sturgis, And nobody is probably wearing masks, even though if you're a biker, maybe you should have one on anyway. But if you're going to congregate thousands of people just because we all like motorcycles.
Oh, okay. I was like, Sturgis, what? Okay, yeah. Did they have that big motorcycle event?
They're going to, if they haven't already.
When? Okay.
It's their rally that they do.
All right. Will we get any type of victory or clearing of the bug? When did you say, at the beginning of next year?
Mm-hmm.
Classes are starting up in FGCU, our big university here, and one kid already tested positive, and they have one whole dorm building that is going to be just for quarantine kids. What do you have?
I get that it goes well in the beginning. It does end in the devil, which kind of confuses me, but it starts with the Six of Swords and the High Priestess. So some deeper knowledge does keep us into, or takes us into, a calmer water. So I think they will have something by the end of the year that people can take for either inoculation or I don't want to say a cure, but because things mutate, but cure for the lack of a better term. So there will be power over life here with the High Priestess and the Magician. So we will go into a better place. There will be an advantage that is taken because of new plans and new things being worked out. But in the end, we are now getting back to profit over people. And so it's like, because I pulled some clarifiers and something is blocked, something is out of balance, and then something is for money. And this is where I think profit over people is going to start. And I don't know, because when you're developing the corona vaccine, you're supposed to be giving it for free, I thought. But the devil is here for a reason. But we will have a breakthrough at the end of the year.
Okay. And I'm going to say yes, because I've got Temperance and the Sun card. So I'm going to say we asked by spring, right?
I just said beginning of the year, but
yeah. Beginning of the year. Okay, so we're going to have something special, something to focus on that gives us hope. You would think that we had to learn enough. Do you know that we cannot? Almost every foreign country has a ban on travelers from the U.S.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean, I'm embarrassed for us. I'm so embarrassed for us.
Because we refuse to do anything right.
There are people do anything to try to come here, and now they're saying, no, you cannot come over here and
Trump
play in our backyard.
For months, and that didn't help. When you call it a hoax, and then you're on TV calling it a hoax, and then next thing you know, you're forced to not call it a hoax, and then you're trying to push a medication that doesn't work because you're making money off of it. And then that doesn't work, so you sort of back off of that. And then you get weird doctors from other places to come and say, oh, it really does work. And then you have Billy Backwoods that say no mask. And then you have the stupid governor of Georgia saying, oh, I'm going to sue you because you want people to wear. Like, we can't do things right. We could probably be like New Zealand. New Zealand has 0 cases now. But you needed a leadership at the beginning of this, and we didn't have that.
No, we didn't. We still don't.
So we're going
to. We don't have any health plan. There's no health plan. He was going to do some sort of big health plan. He had it all figured out, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had it all in he has his metrics right up here, right?
Repeal and replace. Repeal it and then replace it with nothing.
Oh my God. All right. So one of my I forgot. Shoot, I forgot the name now. Asked, are the banks going to need another bailout?
Oh God. It's interesting. Fiscal conservatives, which, there's nothing wrong with being fiscally conservative.
Right.
But fiscal conservatives love to say when it comes to socialism that eventually you're going to run out of other people's money. That's the talking point. So when are we going to run out of other people's money when we have to bail out car companies and banks?
Oh, how are the banks going to do? The banks. You'd think Wells Fargo would be done for all the shenanigans they've.
I think a lot of people in high places in the banking industry are going to be getting walking papers, that they're going to be leaving. I do get there's some sort of authority here that is weighed down. So there's going to be a lot of people that leave out. The banks themselves are going to have to do some restructuring, is what they're going to call it. But it's basically fire this and then take a loan from here. And there will be some money that is being paid out. But it is not I guess, in perspective, it may not be a relative large amount. So I don't think it's a bailout. I get the hermit in the end. It just seems as though things are changing and restructuring.
Okay.
But I don't think we're going to have to go into debt for the banks.
Okay. They are definitely going to have a problem.
Yes.
They're going to need some strength, some help, and you're going to hear that there's some issues. But you're right. They could hit some real big legal snafus. Mm-hmm. I got the justice card. And the star card's on its sides. People are not going to see the banks as they used to. They're probably going to go to some other lending sources to try to get money for certain things. And they have the emperor on the card. So that'll be a big restructuring. Okay, I have another question, if it's okay.
Okay.
All right. So now you know how DeSantis is always in DJT's pocket.
I fell over when you said that. When I heard you say that the last time, the first time I heard it.
Well, okay. So you know how he's in his pocket or standing right too close to him in the grocery store, like you have people standing next to him. But he got mad when DeSantis got mad when DJT said, "Oh, well, we'll give you 300, but then the state will have to give you that other 100." And the states don't have money to do that. And he said he thinks it's illegal. He doesn't think it's legal for Trump to say. And now he's actually looking to see if he can borrow the money to Satan.
He's so good at his job.
He is so good. He's so good. All right. So are they just going to throw that out? Hey, Renee. Thank you. Okay. So what do you think? Well, how do I ask that?
So he doesn't have the money to give the extra 300.
Well, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat governor. I mean, I'm sure what's his face in New York is going to say, no, we don't have it. They don't have enough to even pay for the.
So he doesn't know where it's going to come from. Okay, let's see. But this is mandated. Like he has to come up with it because it's.
Every state has to come up with it. You have to give each person $100. How is that going to fly?
So let's ask, how is he going to do it? And we'll see if it tells us he's not, or that he's going to donate blood. What is he going to do? How is he going to raise his money?
Thanks, Amalag. I hope I said that right.
Meanwhile,
Are
the
the
first stimulus check people still haven't gotten.
I know. So we're asking if the governors are going to be able to pay it. Will it go?
Yeah, will they be able to, or where are they going to get it from? Will they be able to?
Will they be able to pay it? Will the governor?
Well, you kind of have to, though, don't you?
I don't think they have to. He doesn't. Even DeSatan doesn't think it's legal.
But mind you, his executive order also is they keep saying that it's unconstitutional. So maybe that's something they're going to reverse anyway, because him delaying that payroll tax too means he's cutting Social Security and Medicare. So, I don't know. Let's just see what it says.
Okay.
I'll do general. 7 of Cups, first card. No kidding. And then the moon at the bottom, the hangman, there's the fool, and yeah, they don't know either. But something does happen legal-wise, and it is a change in perspective. So this whole thing might not go through at all, but something happens legally. Like I don't get money in the end. Actually, I don't get any pentacles at all. So something may happen legally that changes this.
Yeah, there's a big stall here. I've got the hangman too with the 4 of swords. So they haven't come to any type of agreement. Did they meet yesterday, today? Have you heard anything?
Mm-mm.
They can't. Okay.
But there's Trump and his executive decision. This is kind of a surprise on other people. Yes.
Boy, I don't know.
Well, what's going to happen? Let's see what's going to happen with his executive order.
All right, that's a very good question.
Maybe that clears up.
Yeah, that's more clarity. All right, what's going to... God, I'm having deja vu, like we've asked this. Wow, that's weird. All right. What's going to happen to DJT's executive order? He wanted to be the star. He wanted to be the magician. Like, well, I'll just fix this. They can't come to an agreement. I'll just... Mm-hmm. I think he actually threw Meadows in there to say, just keep saying no to whatever so I can come out and be the
That's
magician.
What I think. Mm-hmm. That way it looks like he's saving the day.
Oh, yeah.
Because he kept saying, Democrats are not doing nothing. It's ridiculous, and they're useless, and this and that. Like, so they're not going to help you, but I'm going to help you. So he looks like the hero.
Right. Does it look like it's going to be alive or not? 7 of Cups.
Something else comes out of it, so that changes. I get my media here, and then I get my completion, and then I get the 5 of Cups crossing it. And then I get 9 of Wands and the Lovers. There's something that is being worked out with authorities, like they're doing it. His little thing, his little carnival show that he put on with his executive order, I don't think that survives. It's diminished here with the Ace of Pentacles, and something new comes out. So they're working on something else, but I don't think that survives.
Yeah, me either. I don't think so. I've got the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups and the sword of Justice here to change it up. They better hurry up because people are not having an okay time.
No. Evictions are starting to go out. What, next month is the last month? Or you have to give a person 30 days. So September, end of September is Beginning of November, right in time for the holidays. Thank you, Trump. Will be people's last months in their homes sometimes, if they can't seem to get up enough money to stay in them.
So let's take a look at the general economy of everyday people like you and I, like us. Not the stock market, but us. The economy. How's the economy going to do for the regular people? What say you?
I get very positive cards, but a little skepticism inside me wants to say something else, but I'll just read what I have.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
I get balance, and then I get the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles for me is not just sharing time money information, but it's being in a position to do so. It could also be begging and submission, because everybody on this card does not have money and is not well off.
Right.
So there is that too. But I do get the rest of the cards around it say new action and trying to get back on your feet here with the Three of Pentacles. And then there is collaborations and higher ground, and then the government, the Republicans is my Ten of Pentacles. Like there's help on the way type of deal. Something from the past. So this may be your stimulus clearing, since we had one already. And some people can sort of try to get into better waters with that, but it is not long lasting. I don't get anything like in the fear position is the Star. The Star would be your long lasting, because the lady in the Star waters the ground and puts water back into the source of water.
Right.
Where you water the present and you keep water for the future. This is in the bad position. So it's not long lasting, but it is a short burst, which can also be a bad thing because there's no sustainability in that. So it looks like there might be a stimulus coming for just regular old folks. But again, it's not sustainable.
Okay.
So you'll have some short-term relief.
I've got that too. I've got the Three of Pentacles. They are going to figure something out. But my six of Pentacles is on its side. So it's not everybody gets, it's not balanced.
Mine was too, actually.
But they're trying to work it out. They're trying. It's not terrible. I really thought it was going to be much worse. So I'm grateful that we're seeing that there's going to be something that comes out of this imbalance. There'll be something good that comes out of it. Turn the corner. Turn the DJT corner.
Oh.
And he will not be able to pass go. He's going straight to okay. All right. So let's see. Do we want to look at the post office, or do you have another question?
Yeah, let's see. Are they going to survive and recover? Is that what we're looking at?
Have you read on that before?
Long time ago.
Okay.
I think.
Well, all right. Let's see if they'll survive and recover, and then I want to know if the voting will be able to.
Oh, let's look at that, because you did the recovery already in your other live stream.
It came out okay.
Yeah.
I think Becca did it too, and it came out okay.
So will the voting be secure?
Through the mail-in vote. There's so much going on. There's a part of me that just wants, like, where are the people? We need to really stand up. We need to, it's like, stop this ride. I want off big time. Okay.
There is an effort to paint the winner of the election as a person who won illegitimately.
Oh, yeah.
Especially through the votes. I do get the hermit here. Like, there will be some investigation, some looking into something around authority here. But like I say, the elevation of one person here with the promotion is going to be called into question with the 2 of Swords and 9 of Swords. But it is secure with the 9 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. There is not a lot of action that happens within it. So it's not like somebody's taking loads of votes and dumping them in the drain or something of that nature. And remember, a mail-in vote does not necessarily have to be mailed in. You can drive it to somewhere and drop it off. If you
want. We should ask about those. If those drop-off boxes will be allowed.
Okay. But it ends in Queen of Swords for me, and I clarified her with the Chariot, so it's secure.
Okay, it ends in the Strength card for me, but all the way leading up to it, we've got drama and lies and gossip and some people not getting there. It's not all the way leading up these minors, except one major, the Moon card, and then the Strength card. So it may take a bit.
Yes, Larry girl, please make sure that you are registered, especially with, the way they do with voter ID laws and purging rolls and all this type of thing. Make sure you are registered beforehand.
Yeah. All right, are we looking at the boxes?
The boxes.
The vote pickup boxes.
Are they secure?
Are they secure? Oh, Dana Weeks said they have Loomis Securities that are handling them. Okay.
Put a camera on it too while you're at it.
Voting boxes, the delivery boxes. Oh, Ohio, Mystical Marina said, Ohio already ruled no drop boxes allowed here.
Yeah, and that's kind of what comes up here. I get, as far as secure, I do get the Ace of Swords, but there is an imbalance to it. So there is something that is, here are the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords and the Moon. There is an attempt to end this. There is an attempt to alter this, to make it into something you don't understand, or to be confused about it. Like, there might be some lies that come out to where if you take your vote to this drop box, it won't be counted, but it actually will be, or something of that nature. They're going to cook up a story, and it's going to be a lot of confusion around that.
Yeah, Moon card. I get that too. Moon, and they're just going to say, and actually, Pootie's going to tell DJT, get rid of those boxes, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to try to say they're illegal. All right, what else have you got? What other big question do you have? Anyone else have a big question?
I wanted to look at just hypothetical.
Hypothetical?
Will Betsy DeVos be charged for anything, or investigated, not charged, investigated for anything? Right now, it is saying that she is funneling public money into private schools. And will she be investigated for anything? Ever?
Okay, let's look at it. Betsy DeVos. Betsy DeVos gonna get knocked to peanut size. Knocked down to peanut size. Hey, Mr. B. She's got a lot of people on her side.
Mm-hmm.
She is not helping the kids at all. What are you looking at?
I want to say no, unfortunately. Whoever she's working for, though, yes. There is the Five of Pentacles, so yes. There is something about a change in money with the hangman there, too. But I get she slithers away, but somebody is looking into the dealings of a big company. Like it's something bigger than her. Now, I'm going to still, well, let me change that. Yes, she will be investigated because whoever it is that she is with is being investigated. Therefore, she is too. But I don't see her going to jail or nothing of that nature. There is a fear for that, mind you. But in the end, I think she has some sort of escape.
Okay.
But hopefully that's wrong.
I think you're, unfortunately, I think you're right. I mean, fortunately for you, but yeah, it's a little bit bigger than her. And she's definitely coming to an end.
Mm-hmm.
It comes to an end, but I think she slithers off with some pentacles.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, let's see. I want to check in on Turtle. I want to see if he's going to keep his seat in, where is that, Kentucky?
Mm-hmm. Will you keep your seat?
Okay, Mitch McConnell, boom or bust? Is he going to keep it or is he out? Oh, say it isn't so.
Well, I even did the reading twice just to get.
Oh no. What
Well, I
did
did
you
10 cards, so I was doing, 12. I was doing just 6, and it said it would be contested, but he's still there. And, well, not contested. There will be some, there's some kerfuffle going on. And so.
some mischief? Like
yeah.
the moon and the.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the Seven of Swords too?
Yeah. And this is my America card, so there's something to do. Yeah. He's still there, but I think
there. He actually came out as the star.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Something I've wondered about him too.
What?
This
is rigged.
Yeah, thank you. But what I want to know, has he been getting outside interference his whole career? He's now taken a lot of Russian money into Kentucky.
Yeah.
And not that Putin has been president his whole career, but he's had way too much luck for things not being great in Kentucky. So has he had outside interference?
That's a good question.
His whole career, or at the very least, the majority of it.
And then he's got the connections with with Elaine.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I want to ask about Gilligan. All right. So has Mitch McConnell had outside influences to help him win all of his elections?
Transition and old times with the 6 of swords and the 6 of cups.
Yep.
6 and another 6. And then it ends in Congress and the devil. So I'm going to go with a yes.
There's your answer right there.
At least the majority of the time, yes. Maybe in the beginning, before the shale grew, that he may have convinced people that he was a viable candidate because it is a red state. But yeah, he's been getting outside interference for the longest of times.
Yeah. A high priestess, and don't look. Just pretend it's normal, and you just keep winning. All right. So let's ask about Gilligan. Gilly.
Mm-hmm.
Elaine. She's trying all kinds of stuff. And what's the name of the guy that ran Victoria's Secret?
Oh, L something. What's
The one that got caught in his underwear?
Not
Oh, no, that was the attorney.
Oh crap! His name was right there too.
It'll come back.
It's a L name. But anyway, that guy. I know who you're talking about though.
Okay. So there's problems. These names are starting to come out. There's little trickles, and let's see if she's going to live long enough to make it too. Let's see if is her life in jeopardy. Is she going to make it, or what's going to happen to her?
Okay. Wexner, is his name Lex Wexner or something?
Yeah, him.
Something like that?
Yeah, Les Wexner. What a name. What do you change your name?
He's Lex Luthor.
All right. What's going to happen to Ghislaine? Is she going to live long enough to try to tell her story or not?
Well, Donald Trump wished her well. That's all you really need in this life, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, I didn't know the one girl that was claiming that she was with Prince Andrew. I didn't know that Ghislaine actually hired her from Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. So that was like a base of operation too.
Oh boy, the plot thickens.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna follow that yellow brick road, man. Man, I just said the same thing. There's gonna be a problem. Someone wants to control her.
Mm-hmm.
What did you get?
I get that she is still breathing, but she has a scare.
She's still breathing.
She has a bit of a scare, like a scare tactic. There is the 5 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles, a bigger conglomerate here. This is using my GOP card, but I won't blame them. There is something bigger here that does sort of exert some influence and force here, but not force physically, but just force as in, like, say, for instance, it's time for your meal rations, and they slide it in, and there's a little note that says, I know what you did last summer type of thing. So it's some of that nature, and she wants to be moved. I keep getting that she wants to be moved, and I think that that's not really going to happen. So I do get the death card, but I clarified it, and it's just a scare. And she is going to be fearful for her life, which, I mean, look, nothing. I won't be negative, but
yeah, she is definitely getting threats. But she's trying what I'm getting is that she's trying to get out of there claiming some sort of medical thing or the bug, or she's trying to claim, that's what she's going to try to get out of there.
She's going in the Manafort book.
Yeah. All right. You got time for another couple questions? 2 more?
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to ask? What's on your list?
I think we actually just asked this one. Well, let me see what else I got in here. Jerry Falwell.
Yep.
Speaking of grotesque, he is on indefinite leave. Is he ever going to come back?
I don't think so, but let's look.
So either.
Well, because Cohen has that picture of him. Cohen's got the other big picture.
The little boy, well, not the little boy, the pool boy picture.
Something very bad. He played fixer for him.
Yeah.
All right,
because he's on the yacht with black water is what he called it. Because I mean, they do sell something called black water. To be fair, I've had it before.
What is it?
It's water with ions in it to make it black, and so it looks like black water, but it's just regular water. They just put ions and crap in it to turn it black. And you can get it in the health food store.
I drink that. I don't think I would drink
and I think that on the package is BLK water or something like that. It says black water. I've had it before. I mean, it just tastes like water. But the idea of it being black is what kind of is unappetizing.
Okay.
But he said it was black water, and that's what was in his cup. And they were doing a costume thing, and that's why his pants were unzipped and unbuttoned. And then he was pictured with someone that wasn't his wife.
He said it was his wife's assistant and she's pregnant, and he was making fun of her.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
She couldn't zip her pants or something of that nature.
Yeah. So he thought he'd commiserate with her and show that he couldn't wear his own pants.
Okay, Liberty University.
All right, what's going to happen to Jerry Falwell?
Jerry Falwell, shall thou return to the place of harm?
Will he return?
Or no? Let's see.
Thank you, Tony. Jerry Falwell. The Christian schools open up here tomorrow. Oh, some open today, some tomorrow, and some Monday.
Are they mask mandated?
I believe they have to wear masks. Oh, Jerry Falwell's black water came out of his cups. Look at that. I spilled it. What'd you get?
I get that he changes and does something different here with the Six of Swords and the Hangman. I do get him. He's still there. You just don't see him. So maybe he's a silent partner or whatever they call it, or board of directors. He's somewhere there though, because he has the Empress and the Lover. So he is still involved in some sort of capacity.
Wow.
And it might just be a name thing. I don't know. It's the Two of Wands. So it's not really that strong. It's not like he has some sort of governing or governance about him, but it's something with the school that he is still doing, but you will not see him as the leader of university, I don't think.
Wow. Yeah, he is that. I can't believe it. It's like the Mitch McConnell. I cannot believe it. You have to see it to believe it. He's still there. He's in the background. Just like he said, he is there. Because he owns it. Look, 9 of Cups is that he owns it. Right? Did he build it? He gets all the...
Didn't his father start it? Or he's, I don't know, something like that. I have no idea.
He gets... part of the tuitions or something. Something's happening there. He's in there. He could dance naked on the roof and he's still in there. All right. Let's see. You want to ask if Kamala will debate Pence?
Let's see.
And what will she do with him?
Will she go and have a discussion with him? Debating Pence is like, he has no chance. He debated Tim Kaine, right? Tim Kaine, okay, fine. That's butter and margarine having a conversation. But this is a whole meal talking to a stick of butter. This is,
I would be, if I had to appear in front of her and I knew I did something bad, I wouldn't go.
I think I think she's too swift for him.
Yes. Wow.
Way too. I want to see her debate Donald Trump.
All right, Kamala, what's she gonna do to Pence if there's a debate?
What is Pence's profession? Is he a lawyer too?
He was something of Indiana.
He was the governor of Indiana.
Governor
Does he have like a background in law too?
I don't. Does anybody know?
He was background in being a creeper. That's what.
Come on, Pence. Boy, she comes in on a power horse. And he has a big bandage. He's got a boo-boo. You better go see mother. What are you getting?
I do get that they will have a debate. I get the Sun and the Page of Cups as my first cards. It does have some sort of hangman energy in the end, though. I pulled the Devil in the environment. Something is amiss coming from the White House. It might be just a dirty tricks campaign. I mean, we never know, but there might be something delayed in it. I don't know what. But yeah, I think it'll happen.
I think the debate happens, got the lover's card, but look what I got is the outcome. I wonder if she can just go in there. And it's pretty tough up to the top of there too. I got the Hangman, Judgment, Tower, and then the Five of Swords. Boom.
Goodness. That's probably why I got that Devil. There's something there that's a little stronger than it's supposed to be.
But is that a boom for him? I asked, what would she do to him?
Listen, when I pulled the Devil card, I know this is not the way anybody else reads it. It is not a bad card necessarily for me, because the Devil is one of the misunderstood characters of the Bible, because he didn't really have a choice in my summation. He didn't have a choice in his rebellion, because he was supposed to usher in sin into the world and If all this was planned, then he really didn't have a choice. And so when I look at it, I always say that this is a person who just needs to do selfish things. This is a person who needs to take the bull by the horns, even though you didn't have to. And so, yeah, she could be exerting a unnecessary force. She could be hitting him with things that she didn't have to. She could be playing dirty, and I'm here for all of it. So, yeah, I'm okay with that. Because the Five of Swords is the bully card for a reason. Like, it comes with an advantage the other people don't have.
Right.
They have to walk away sort of empty-handed, and then she shows up with, all these swords in her hand, which he has an administration full of things she can use against him, from the kids in cages to the failing economy to the COVID response. And what does he have? Her AG record or something of that nature. Like,
Okay. Yep.
She's
Well,
in a better place than he is, debate-wise.
he's in a better place, or her?
She is.
She is.
Mm-hmm.
I think she has more to pick on.
Yeah,
I think.
a whole lot more,
Okay.
especially right now. It's easier, though, to really stick it to somebody when you're in the same place. If they do it via Skype or online or something, I think it's a little harder because she is polite. Maybe she's going to drop that.
Sometimes she's not. Well, she is polite, but with a sword.
Yes.
She still sticks you. Maybe she'll stick him and say, "Pardon me," or something. All right. Well, final question.
Okay.
Final question. What would you like it to be?
I don't have a question. Let me see. Michael Cohen got a job with the Super PAC. I think I talked about that already.
What happened? Who?
Michael Cohen got a job with the Super PAC.
He did?
Mm-hmm. He did indeed. Will there be... Oh, the Lebanon prime minister resigned too. After the explosion.
Yep. A meeting on Mother Earth?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if there's going to have... North Carolina had that little shocky quake the other day. That was a weird thing. Oh, okay. Someone said P Legal Intel said Pence was a lawyer.
Was a lawyer? Okay.
Okay, so you're right. All right, Mother Earth. We're going to have some big Earth problem. There's another storm out there. They're going to name it Josephine.
Mm.
Can you tell us about Mother Earth? Are we going to have some tumultuous stuff? Did we lose Jen Lynn and Becca? We probably did.
They usually just watch.
Yeah, they felt that. Thanks, 5 Pace. They felt that earthquake all the way to Atlanta.
There was movement by the San Andreas fault too.
There was?
Mm-hmm. Like I think some sort of small quakes or something of that nature.
Good Lord. Someone's going to have to evacuate somewhere. You better get up to that new house of yours.
I know it, right?
Oh, boy. Yep, I don't like it. What have you got?
Let's see. Yeah, there will be some high winds again in the waters because I see boat on the land. So that means that it came from the water to the land. So there might be a hurricane here. It is a place that is known for them. So this is not a this is not out of the blue. This is not one of them things where it only happens every 45 years. This is something that kind of happens usually. So unfortunately, it might be a place like a Puerto Rico who's been having them seemingly every single year. Not necessarily them, but it could be something of that nature. There's also something about groundwater somewhere that is, it's heavily populated, but the water does not, it comes from outside of the community. It's kind of like if you were in a borough or something and your water came from, you know, some well down the street or whatever. But there's a groundwater problem. There will be, this will be in the news, something about drinking water level is unsafe or something of that nature.
Oh, boy. Okay.
There's also out of the sky. So we have, it's not, well, hell, it's always tornado season. As long as there's wind, there's tornado season. But Oklahoma, Texas could be suffering a tornado season. It could be one that causes enough damage to go on the news, though. This is not just one of those 2-day cycle news stories. This is one of the ones that's going to be photographed and talked about. Yes, there is an earthquake, and there is a surprise with it. So, well, a surprise with all the earthquakes, but there's a surprise in this one, being that it's not expected. Kind of like San Andreas fault, you expect it at some point you just don't know exactly when to do something ridiculous. But this might be in a place where it is not normal. Because Oklahoma, they have them, they're number one in the country because of fracking. So it's not something like that.
Okay.
It's something to where you won't expect it, like in the middle of South Dakota or something of that nature. And this is already happening, actually. There's an oil spill. This is happening. Oh, where was it? There's an oil spill somewhere.
Japan, right? Off the coast of Japan?
I think so. There's an oil spill somewhere that shows
Or it's a Japanese ship.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
That's what I see.
All right. Well, I'm getting water and fire and people having to evacuate in a hurry because I've got the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So that's what, but I mean, we'll be okay. Six of Cups, but there's FEMA's involved, so there's going to be some compensation of people. But I feel like it's a surprise. Like you're having your beer and eating your pizza and Knight of Swords, kaboom. So, yeah, and maybe National Guard because we've got the chariot dude.
They usually come in after disasters just to keep curfew and things of that nature.
Yeah. All right. I think we covered everything.
Indian Ocean, yeah, that's where it was.
Indian Ocean, yeah. Had another one in Idaho a few days ago. I didn't know that either. All right, Mr. Johnie, well, I sure thank you very much. Thanks for your patience in getting started, but we did it. It wasn't bad. It was just a little tiny thing. Next time will be better. Maybe I get to have the three of you on, like you said. That would be cool.
Absolutely.
Bye, Mr. B. Okay, well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Larry Girl and T-Barb, 5 Paces. Thank you very, very much. Okay. And if anyone wants to have a reading, you can email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com, and we'll get you scheduled. Are you doing readings or not right now because you're moving?
No.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your week.
Bye.